are now in the deep end of horror.
And I will see the life run out of you.
Hello, my children of the popcorn. Well, I finally bit the bullet, and I got my very first media book, which means German, because as far as I know of, they're pretty much the only ones who make them. And I got it because I was tired of waiting for a Blu-ray of The Hitcher. So I got the German version of The Hitcher on a very nice, shiny book. I can't read German. I took 3 years of German 40 years ago. So 40 years of forgetting. Just can't remember it. But there are plenty of nice pictures in the media book. I'm looking forward to seeing how the picture quality pans out. I'll retire my old DVD. For those who don't remember, of course, Rutger Hauer is awesome in this, but Jeffrey DeMunn plays a sheriff in it. And that's The Hitcher. Then my 2 monthly Vinegar Syndromes came in. Pandemonium, which Pandemonium looks to be, here's the original poster for Pandemonium. Finally a movie that is totally taste-free. And you'll notice there is no emphasis on horror here, which has me really worried that this is going to be a really terrible movie. However, when you convert it over, the picture quality on the slip is just amazing. That is just a gorgeous back to the slip and a gorgeous front. And normally I like to keep the opposite on here, but the original poster looks just awful. And then the slip for the collar is awesome and goes well with the slip for Pandemonium. The collar actually looks like a pretty decent film. Just a 2-person cast, Malcolm McDowell and Madeline Smith. And looking forward to watching that one. The following month's releases look fantastic. And then I had an outlier from Zavvi that hadn't come in, Eaten Alive from Arrow, from their Arrow sale. And then Arrow was having a strange sale. They were selling off their non-Arrow products, which I guess they get comped or they collect for other people. But Horror Hospital on Blu-ray. Sherlock Holmes: A Study in Terror about Jack the Ripper. She Killed in Ecstasy from Severin, Jess Franco, which hopefully I will like. I've only seen a few Jess Francos and they've all been truly awful. Burke and Hare, but they were clearancing all of these out. There's Vernon Sewell and I think Darren Nesbitt, who's absolutely fantastic in the BBC series Jekyll, if you ever get a chance to watch it. A Blu-ray of Dr. Terror's House of Horrors. And Curse of the Crimson Altar with Christopher Lee and Boris Karloff and Barbara Steele. So that should be a fun watch. And because I can't stop shopping, just can't stop, they had a steelbook sale, or still have a steelbook sale, at Scream Factory. And I picked up Forbidden World for $18. Not a super good sale, but decent. $18, and it was it's a brand new transfer, so I can retire the old Blu-ray. Same thing with Galaxy of Terror, which I like this artwork. Sorry, I'm not opening these right now. Just trying to get through them quickly. The Howling does not have a new transfer, but they weren't selling it for only $13. It has the same transfer as on their regular Blu-ray. And double dipped or triple dipped, whatever, on Halloween 3 Season of the Witch, which I have the Halloween 2 one. They did new transfers for both Halloween 2 and Halloween 3. And the new transfer for Halloween 2 looks amazing, way better than the one they included in the big box set that went out of print. And so I'm hoping that Halloween 3 will look amazing as well. I have a serious spending problem. After getting so many of these for 3 for £30 on Zavvi UK, for which I am truly thankful, I'm now having to pick up the oddball ones that aren't on Zavvi UK. I have a problem. So I picked up Burke, which comes with the usual card. The usual pamphlet, I should say. And Burke is holding a tube with a facehugger inside of it, which is really cool. I guess he's on his way to the med bay to drop that one off and then drop another one off, because you wouldn't want to carry 2 of those at the same time. You know, you have a problem, you juggle them, all of a sudden you got a facehugger on your face. Anyway, I've got this one, so I don't know, I have a dozen of these now, maybe more. I still don't have any Ripley's, so I'm gonna have to go onto eBay and buy some Ripley's. Anyway, went to my pawn shop and got Twilight for $1, and also got Wicker Man for $1, which you'll see. Here we go, Wicker Man for $1, and then got 4 Blu-rays for $10 at the. And I, of course, I didn't have Clockwork Orange on Blue. So I have that, and Finding Dory for the grandkids, and Krampus and Friday the 13th for giveaways, as usual. So that was just a short but sweet trip to the local pawn shop, where there are never any customers, so I'm never feeling like I'm going to get the COVID. Yeah. Well, the other day I finally got out of this house and actually out of town. Went to Knoxville and got to shop at McKay's. And I didn't find anything spectacular or earth-shattering, but I got to pick up the Invisible Man, which I hadn't seen yet, and the Lodge, which I hadn't seen, and the Lighthouse. Then in their bargain bin, I picked up District 13 Ultimatum, which is the sequel to District 13. It has absolutely fantastic parkour sequences in it. Bad Milo on the bargain table for $1.95. Kiss of the Damned on the table for $1.95. Mandrill, which I think is Brazilian, but at any rate, it stars Marco Zaror as an action hero, and I got to meet him at Action Fest. But I've not seen Mandrill, so that was $1.95. Highlander 3, The Sorcerer. The Highlander movies are fascinating but awful, except the first one, which I really love. But, you know, $1.95, and I didn't have it. Saw for 95 cents that I got just because I love the slipcover, and I'll send it out to somebody. Glenn or Glenda with Bela Lugosi for $1.95. I thought I had it, but I didn't see it. Satan's Little Helper for $3.95, which is really good. The Shed, $8.95, more than I like to pay for a DVD, but a lot of people recommended this. If you haven't seen it, it's on Shudder. $3.95 for Piranha, thus helping to fill out my Piranha collection. $2.95 for Paul Nash's Fury of the Wolfman, which I already have. I'll probably pass this one on. Assuming that doesn't have extra stuff in it. Oh, and another bargain table one, $1.95 for the Belko Experiment, which, again, is one that I have, but, you know, I'll pass it along to somebody else who can use it. And then I picked up a few other things. Unlike the other movies, they price Laserdiscs. They price Laserdiscs by how much they're needed. So if it's a special Laserdisc, that's something expensive, it's $9.95. And if it's It says this is special. It's $5.95, so Terminator. If it's what high priority, not priority, but high demand. There you go. It's $2.95 for a Laserdisc, so I got Abyss for $2.95. And if somebody marks it low demand, it's 95 cents. So I got True Lies for 95 cents and Alien for 95 cents. And since I already have the box set of Aliens, this will make a good one, a good display. And I recently got a Laserdisc player. My future son-in-law had one in storage, and I am looking forward to trying it out in the next week or two to see if it works. But if it doesn't, I like to use these as props, as backdrops for videos anyway. Nice fold out for True Lies. And I think Abyss has a fold out. Yeah, Abyss has a fold out here. Anyway, I thought those were cool, and that was a really nice trip to McKay's. And then we went to Five Guys, which is just my favorite burger place. Okay, apparently my camera gave out, so we're going to have to do this backwards. I went to Orbit DVD and got Blood Simple, Earth vs. the Spider, Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon, which of course I have, it's just for a giveaway, Bloody Homecoming, Crucible of Terror, Carnage Park from Scream Factory, The Deadlands, which looks cool, The Hunted, which has a fantastic sword fight, Grace, which is an interesting film, and I think I don't have it, The Ghoul, with Peter Cushing, Clive Barker's Book of Blood and The Bay, both of which are giveaway items, because I have them. Splurged on Universal Horror Collection 6, which is the last collection that they're going to do, according to Scream Factory, so I guess the well ran dry. Bullet Head, which is a crime feature, but I hear there's an indestructible dog in it, so maybe it's horror adjacent, but if not, I should enjoy watching it. All the Creatures Were Stirring, and the excellent thriller Black Sunday, about somebody who's trying to crash a blimp into the Super Bowl and blow it up, and it's a lot of fun. Click like, subscribe, or even comment below, because I want to hear what you think.
No fair.